What is going on, everyone? My name is Alpha, and today we're back with another Pokemon Challenge video. Today we're on Pokemon White, and today's challenge will be, can I beat Pokemon White using Iris's anime team? Now, Iris is actually a companion of Ash in the Pokemon anime. She traveled through Unova with Ash using a collection of Pokemon, and she gathers some pretty nice Pokemon throughout the days. Now we're going to use her team throughout the region of Unova in the game of White, and as well we're going to use the movesets of each of her Pokemon that is allowed for us, which we have up on the screen right now. So her first Pokemon, which is her main Pokemon that she's recognizable with, is Axew. Axew is a Dragon type Pokemon, the baby Pokemon of a very strong Dragon type in the game. Moveset: Scratch, Dragon Rage, Outrage, Giga Impact, some moves that are pretty decent overall. This will be our starting Pokemon to begin the challenge. After each gym, we're allowed to add more Pokemon into, obviously, our team. Now our next Pokemon that's going to be on our team after that will be Gible. Gible is obviously a baby pseudo legendary Pokemon. The only thing is, the only move it has, according to the anime, according to Bulbapedia, it has Dig. So that's the only thing we can use on this Gible. Luckily it's Stab, I guess, but that's about it. We can use Hell items. We cannot use items in battle though, so that is going to be an interesting thing. We could try to buff it up. That's about it. Next up, we're going to allow a Drillbur and also an Extra. She has both according to Bulbapedia, and we're going to pick up the most recent moves used on our team, which is Dig, Drill Run, Metal Claw, and Focus Blast. Focus Blast, come on, why? But that's a pretty decent Pokemon to have eventually. Another recognizable Pokemon from our team is a Mocha. A Mocha, pretty annoying to use, but luckily the moveset's not that bad. Attract, Discharge, Volt Switch, and Hidden Power. Those are her movesets. And also the final Pokemon on her team, technically, that we're actually not going to use until we beat all the gym leaders, just to make it fair, just to make it a little more fun. Iris does has a Dragonite. Dragonite is her best Pokemon by far, but we cannot, I'm just going to make a rule, we cannot use her Dragonite until we beat all the gyms, and then we can use Dragonite for the Elite Four. So it makes it fair, so we don't have a Dragonite running around and beating everything, just to make it fair. And Dragonite's moveset is Flamethrower, Thunder Punch, Ice Beam, and Dragon Rush. A pretty cool moveset. Just I don't know why it's a mixed attacker. So you stick with that, Iris. And also all her Pokemons will be nicknamed after you guys in the comments. So you guys want to be nicknamed after Pokemons in my challenge videos, just leave some nicknames in the comments. And as you can see from the comments I chose this time, some people are posting these nicknames multiple times, and eventually they do get picked. So eventually you guys do get picked. So thank you so much for being persistent and staying with me. But yeah, I picked these ones. If you guys want to be picked, just leave it in the comments eventually. And if you guys are excited for this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also subscribe if you guys are not already. So let's get into the challenge itself. So to begin our challenge, we're obviously going to start with an Axew. Axew has the move Dragon Rage, and that's going to carry us through the beginning stages of game. And it's probably the one of the better moves to have. It only has 10 PP, so we can't really do much with it. We could get some stuff done. So we one-shot a lot of things with Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage is going to be a good move. And then clearing out the first few trainers in a route, we get, we're pretty under level, but Dragon Rage will carry us. So we're getting into the first gym, however. We head into the first gym, we're going to face against Silent. 2 Dragon Rages will clean up the Lillipup and the Pansage, and that'll be it for the first gym. Very easily, very cleanly. Now we're heading into the Dream Yard, clearing through that. And then since we beat the first gym, we are also allowed to get our Gible, which is going to be on our team. We're going to be given the Gible at level 20, and then we're going to train it up a little bit with us. As well, we're training up the Axew through the gym, clearing through the Pokemon. They're starting to live Dragon Rage more and more, so that's kind of annoying because, now it's kind of like, ooh, what do I do with it? Because, Dragon Rage is a good move, but every Pokemon is slowly getting out of their 40 HP range, and, I gotta rely on something else. So once the Watch Out comes out, I actually send out the Gible, and Gible will actually knock it out with Dig. So, that's one of the big appearances by Gible in this playthrough, I'm not gonna lie. One of the bigger things he does. After that, we've actually beaten the next gym, so we get another Pokemon on our team. And heading to the Pinwheel Forest, our Axew is going to carry us more, because it's a pretty strong Pokemon. It has a pretty high attack stat for an Axew. For a baby Pokemon, it's pretty nice. And it evolves at a decent level. Too bad we can't actually evolve it in this run, so that's a bit annoying. From here, we're going to help Berg in Castelia City. Also, we're going to get some items. We can get the XP share so we can train up our Pokemon with only one move. And also get the Eviolite, which can be very helpful for us to boost both our defense stats with our non-fully evolved Pokemon. And from here, we're going to actually head into the Berg fight, the Bug-type gym leader of the game. We're going to send out a Drobur. Drobur is not going to do too much against it. I'm trying to fish for a Metal Claw higher attack race. That ends up knocking me out, but that's alright. Send out his Dwebble next. My Cupcake will actually finish things off. And then, send out my Gibble to do a little damage against the Levani. Levani knocks out my Gibble, but luckily a Dragon Rage from X will knock out the Levani. And you know what? It got too close. 7 HP on my Cupcake. From here, we're actually going to head into the desert. The desert will be home of 2 rival battle fights, Bianca and Sharon. We also have our next Pokemon on our team, which is a Molga. And that's going to be our last Pokemon for the rest of the game until we beat the 8th gym leader and get the Dragonite. But that's going to be a little while away. So from here, we're going to head into the 4th gym leader of the game, which is Elisa. Elisa's going to be the electric type gym leader of the game. It gets pretty annoying because I have to go back and forth and get a paralyzed heal for all the trainers here. And then finally be able to fight against Elisa. Obviously, Elisa has an Emolga. Has 2 Emolgas. Outrage, well, actually, kind of stalls me out with Outrage and just lets me get confused. And then ends up not being able to knock out her Emolga because she stalls me out and I hit myself. And it actually goes down for the first time. So my Emolga comes out and knocks out her Emolga. Then she sends out another Emolga. So luckily she gets static somehow. Electric types get static. She sends out her Zebstrika. Zebstrika will actually knock out my Emolga. And then the only thing I gotta do left is send out my Drobur, because what else can I really do? I need to knock out the Emolga, because if the Emolga stays alive, then my Gibble kind of loses, because Gibble doesn't have any move besides Dig. So luckily we actually knock out the Emolga, and then the Zebstrika comes out. Ooh, Zebstrika at 30 HP. Can I do any damage? The answer is a big fat no. Crits me with a quick attack, and then my Gibble has to clutch things up. Luckily, Gibble actually has Dig. It's pretty useful here. Another shining moment for Gibble, yay! It takes down a 2nd gym leader and we knock out Elisa, and that is it for the 4th gym. Now heading into Driftville City. Driftville City will be home of the 5th gym of the game. Also Team Plasma nonsense over here in the cold storage. We gotta clear through that first and then head into the gym fight against Clay. We actually lose against Clay the first time, not gonna lie. His axe control actually just gets set up and just demolished me. I can't do too much about that, so I went out to train a little bit more because our team is kind of ass. But then we come back after our team is fully finished and fully trained up. My axe will actually knock out the Krokorok with minimum damage on it, and then my Drobur will actually do decent damage. I forgot the Drobur evolved, so I didn't evolve the Drobur when I could have, so that's my bad. I'm kind of dumb for that, but I completely forgot that she evolves her Drobur. But ironically, my Drobur goes down after this, and then my Gibble will clutch things up, knocks out the X-Drill. Okay, maybe Gibble is doing too much. It shouldn't do all this. But his Palwator actually knocks out my Gibble, which is unfortunate. But my action will come out clutch and knock out the Palwator for me, and that's it. So Clay goes down, and then we can finally evolve our Drobur into an X-Drill after this. Heading to Mashroudton City. Mashroudton City will be a bit of a pain. We're gonna go up the tower. We didn't buy any super repels, so that's gonna be a bit of an issue to go through this tower. We have an X-Drill now. It's a pretty nice Pokemon, having a fully evolved strong Pokemon. But then we're gonna head into Mashroudton City's gym, which is gonna be a flying type gym. And luckily our Emolga has finally a chance to shine. Emolga is going to clear through the gym pretty easily, just gain so much levels through it. Oh my. And then head into the gym fight against Skyla. Skyla is going to send out her Swoop Rep first. Emolga just destroys it and knocks it out. Next up will be her Unpheasant. I decided to use Outrage against the Unpheasant, try to do some damage. It does 2-shot it, but she keeps healing with it and I get confused. Luckily, it's an Unpheasant and it's not going to do too much. I wish she had better flying types. It would have been a cooler gym because Skyla is one of my favorite design characters of the game. But, multiple outrages happen, break through the confusion, and knock out the Unpheasant. And next up will be her Swanna, and I just skipped the frame on my Sony Vegas, and it just knocks out the Swanna in one hit. So, luckily for Emolga, is a monster. From here, we're going to battle our rival at the base of Twist Mountain. Just completely demolish him. Just eat his soul. That's the end of him. We go to Twist Mountain. We're going to head into the ice type gym of the game, which is going to be in Icarus City. Luckily, our Pokemon are pretty decently strong. We have an X-Drill. It does have Metal Claw, but I mean Excadrill is just strong in general, so it can knock out most ice types. But Metal Claw is just not a strong move. It does raise attack, so I'm just gonna keep it. That's my only setup move in the entire game, so gotta live with it. We're gonna head into Bryson's gym fight, and we're gonna Metal Claw down the Vanillish. Knocks it out one hit. Does not get a attack raise, which is a bit of a shame. Beartic comes out. I Metal Claw it. Lives one Metal Claw, which is not too bad. I get an attack boost. He actually decides to swagger me, boost up my attack by 2 stages. So I'm at +3 now, and that could be a good and bad thing. So I'm gonna use Metal Claw one more time. I hit myself in confusion, which is okay, not too bad. I just gotta not hit myself. I hit myself twice in a row, and my Excadrill is down. And I'm like, I have 2 dragon types and an Amoga. How am I supposed to beat an ice type gym when my best Pokemon is gone? Ooh, so I sent out my Gibble. The dumbest thing, because I did 1/4 of his total HP, which is not too bad, I guess. Then I sent on my Axew. Axew's actually gonna outrage it. Does not kill it, and I'm like, oh, I'm panicking. Icicle Crash does not knock me out, luckily, because Cupcake is not 4 times weak to it. And then luckily, outrages actually just barely kill it with a good roll. So, ooh, I got a 3-turn outrage and an extra damage roll at the end just to get it out. Cragano comes out. Cragano is just gonna knock me out. It's whatever. It's gonna knock me out. Now I gotta send out my Amoka. I'm gonna discharge it. Oh, pray for Paralyze. I do get the Paralyze, and then it's gonna knock me down. And then it's gonna, for some reason, use a Reflect. So, you know what? We're gonna deal with it. Put a Reflect, but then we're gonna discharge it, and we're actually gonna knock it out. Did it matter? Did the crit matter? Who knows? Who cares? Because we beat Bryson. A very close battle, but we beat him. From here, we're gonna actually head into Dragon Spiral Tower. Dragon Spiral Tower with just a clear through, easy one. Get some free XP on our Pokemon, and also head into the desert. Obviously, meet Reshiram, meet N, and then head into Opelousas City. Finally, we're at the stage where if we beat this gym, we can finally get our final Pokemon, which is Dragonite. I'm excited to get a Dragonite. I don't know about you guys, but from here, we're actually gonna have to head into the Dragon Gym itself. Most of our Pokemon are Dragon types. I thought actually was gonna do great against it with Outrage. That wasn't the case. So I had to rely on my Excadrill to knock out all the gym trainers. Then head into the gym fight against Iris. And Iris is not going to be an issue at all, apparently. For the gym fight against Iris, I'm going to send out my Axew against her Fracture first. Outrage just knocks it out. I'm like, oh my. Just knock it out. Outrage again knocks out the Druddigon. I'm like, oh, well, that just happened. I'm confused, but that just happened. So he sends out her Haxorus. I'm like, well, Axew versus Haxorus. This is ironic because I am Iris's team versus Iris herself. Outrage just one-shots the Haxorus, knocks it out. I'm like, Axew just solo Iris. Wait, what happened? Wait, what? How did that happen? Axew just completely destroys Haxorus, Druddigon, and Fracture. 2 of its evolutionary form and a Druddigon. I just beat Iris with her Iris Pokemon. It was a strange thing. So from here, we actually got our Dragonite, our final member of our team. And our team is pretty solid now. So from here, we're actually going to head into the Elite 4. We're obviously going to do left to right. Elite 4 number 1 will be Chantal. So she's going to start with a Cofagrigus. I'm going to start with my Excadrill. I'm going to fish for a Metal Claw attack race. Does not work at all. And, she Shadow Balls me. Not too big of an issue, but Metal Claw will finish her off. Chandelure comes out. I outspeed it. I don't know what she's trying to do. A Chandelure can outspeed a Morat. Drill runs it, knocks it out. Golem comes out. It's not going to do too much. I'm going to send out my Dragonite. 2 Ice Beams will knock it out. I assume, my Dragonite will be a bit better than this. I was hoping for a better Pokemon, a better, like a one-shot type of Pokemon, but 2 shots okay, I guess. Next up will be Jellicent. I'm gonna actually stay in, Drill Run it. Drill Run 2 shots it. Luckily, I survive a Surf because Jellicent is not the best Pokemon. Next Elite Four member will be Grimsley. Grimsley is gonna start with a Scrafty and knock out my Excadrill. That's fun. That's great. Get a Moxie Boost, and then I send on my Gibble, trying to finish things off, full restores, and then knocks me out, and then get another Moxie Boost. And I'm like, well, Dragonite, please finish things off. Lucky Dragonite does. And next up will be her Crocodile. Her Crocodile, too not big of an issue for me. I Ice Beam it down. It actually outspeeds me, which is kind of scary, but Ice Beam will knock it out in 2 hits. Next up will be your Liepard. Liepard's not going to be too big of an issue. I'm going to send out my Axew Outrage down the Liepard, knocks it out. And then finally her Bisharp comes out. I'm like, wait a second. This is gonna be a bit of a pain if this doesn't kill. Ooh, that's not good. Flamethrower doesn't kill the Bisharp. Luckily, I have an Emolga in the back. This charge will knock out the Bisharp, and that will be it for Grimsley. Bit of an issue, a bit scary, but that's alright. Both my strong Pokemons went down, Excadrill and Dragonite, but you know what? We clutched things up. Next up, we head into Caitlin's chamber, and Caitlin's gonna be a bit of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. She's gonna send out her Renewclus. Renewclus just hit it, Axew. Why are you being confused? Axew actually goes down to the confusion, and that's very annoying. I sent out my Excadrill next. It's gonna do a big damage. It's gonna do big damage. Takes a lot more damage in return, but knocks out the Renewclus, and then knocks out will be the Sigilyph. Luckily, I have an electric type in the back. 2 shots it with discharge. It has Ice Beam, which is kind of scary, but it's gonna freeze me, so I don't get to 2-shot it, and I get knocked out. I forgot about this part. I don't know what happened there, but I don't know how he got frozen. How did that even happen? So I gotta rely on my Dragonite. Dragonite's like, I hate carrying this team at this point. Gothitail comes out. Ooh, Dragon Rush. 2 shots it. Luckily, it flinches and it gets knocked out by the next one. Musharna comes out. Dragon Rush with that thing as well. 2 shots it. It's gonna put a Reflex. It's like it's gonna stop this Dragonite. And luckily, I have a Dragonite to obviously carry my team. From here, we're actually gonna head into the next Elite Four member, which is the final one. Marshall. Marshall's gonna be the final Elite Four member we're gonna face. We're gonna try to do a little damage with our Emolga against his throw. I thought my Emolga would knock it out. Throw, obviously, didn't think the same. I sent on my Axew. I use Scratch, put it in full restore range, and then use Outrage like an idiot. But eventually, Axew actually knocks out the throw, which is impressive. I don't know how that happened. But I'm gonna send out my Gible against his Sock just to do a little damage, just to break his sturdy. Sacrifice my Gible at the end, and then Dragonite will Dragon Rush, knocks out the Sock for me. Conkeldurr comes out. I'm gonna 2-shot it, or try to, with my drill run, with my Excadrill. Gets a crit, knocks it out. So I mean, I didn't remember that part, but it did happen. So we'll take it. And then I'm gonna try to knock out the Mean Shout. It's gonna drill run me. I should have used Digged. I'm an idiot. I should have used Jig because it only uses Jump Kick as a move. But luckily my Dragonite is in the back. I'm gonna Flamethrower it, and then Dragon Rush it to knock it out. Yeah, I missed the Dragon Rush. Not big of an issue as long as I don't miss another one. And then I don't. So I hit the Dragon Rush. We beat Marshall. From here, we're going to actually head into End's Castle. End's Castle is going to be ridiculously annoying to watch because I watched it so many times now. It's kind of loose. It lost its magic every time it pops up. Well, we're actually going to catch the Zekrom. This is one of Iris's dreams, right? I feel like it's one of her dreams to be a Dragon Master. She catches Zekrom, so I fulfill her dream. So from here, we're actually going to fight against End. She's going to recover a Pokemon, which is a great thing. And we're going to just sacrifice the Zekrom, just kind of let the Zekrom die. Then from here, we're going to send out our Axew. I completely forgot it put up Reflect. So I'm using Outrage. I'm like, yo, my Axew kind of weak. Look how much damage it does. It doesn't do anything at all. What kind of super effective move is this? Should have used my Gible. But, actually had a Reflect up. So it full restores. And I'm like, it makes more sense now. But from here, luckily I break through the confusion. I Outrage it. But, it uses Hyper Beam. So I can't really do too much against that. Poor Axew almost beat the Reshiram, but Dragonite will clean things up. Vanillix comes out. I mean, I don't know what it's trying to do, Vanillix. I'm trying to get the attack boost with my Excadrill. I actually do end up getting the attack boost, so I'm like, ooh, should I stay in with everything? I think I could knock everything out. So the Klinklang comes out. I'm going to dig it. I knew it was a Zoroark. And then next up will be the Carracosta. Carracosta is going to be a bit of a threat. I'm going to dig it, put it into, obviously, sturdy mode, and then it's going to Waterfall me, and then Aqua Jet me, and knock on my Excadrill. Bit of annoying, not gonna lie, but luckily Dragonite's right here with Thunder Punch to the face, to the turtle to face. Archeops gets the same treatment, Thunder Punch to the face. I dodged Zone Edge too, and finally will be the Klinklang. I'm a Flamethrower and knock it out. So much coverage on this Dragonite. Thank you for carrying my team, Dragonite. Thank you so much. It was worth the wait, waiting all 8 gyms. Now here we're gonna fight against Getsis. We're gonna sacrifice our Zekrom again because he heals our Pokemon. We're going to send our actually do a little damage to it. Completely forgot we have a Steel type Pokemon on our team that doesn't get affected by poison. So I don't know what I was trying to do. I'm going to try to get the attack boost with my Excadrill. It doesn't end up working for me. And I do end up beating down the Cofagrigus. But the Hydro Gun comes out. I'm going to send out my Emolga first. Trying to paralyze it. Does not get to paralyze, so now I look like an idiot. I don't know why it focus blast me, but it just did. So I'm kind of annoyed too. Why it just risked that? It just focus blast me. Could lose the game like that, but whatever. It's gonna Dragon Post my Dragonite. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Put me down to what 1/4 of my HP. But Dragon Rush will actually knock out the Hydreigon, and then the Bisharp will come out. Bisharp completely knock out by my extra. I knew I needed my extra. I had to keep it. Couldn't sacrifice it against the Hydreigon. I'm a Dragon Rush it with my Dragonite. Knock out the Bouffalant in one hit. Seismitoad comes out. I'm a just waste a lot of turns just missing attacks back and forth with the Seismitoad. Eventually, I do knock it out with the Dragon Rush. And then the Electros comes out. I'm going to do the same thing. Dragon Rush is such a nice move when it hits. And I actually survive a hit from an Electros. And now it's just, it's kind of pitiful for Getsis over there. But we do end up beating Getsis. But that is not the final battle of the game. The final battle of the game is in the after game. In Adela Town, there is a trainer called Cynthia. So we're going to fight against Cynthia, the Sinnoh champion of the game. She's going to start off the battle with her Spiritomb. I'm going to start off the battle with my Excadrill. The problem with her is I can knock out her Spiritomb very easily with my Drill Run and just completely destroy the Spiritomb. From here, the Milotic comes out. I'm going to send out my Gible for no reason. Just sacrifice it. I couldn't train up Gible either. You saw its level is not that high because I didn't train it up. It was too much work to train up. From here, my Amoco will actually discharge it. Fishing for a Paralyze, it does get the Paralyze, but it Blizzards me and it knocks me out. So it does what it needed to do. I'm going to Drill Run it with my Extra, knock it out with a crit, and then knock out the Milotic. That's it. Lucario comes out. Same situation. I'm going to Drill Run it. I outspeed it. No worries right there. Lucario goes down. Garchomp comes out next. My Dragonite will just feast on it. Feast on it on a light turn because it outspeeds me and knocks me very, very low to like, I don't know, a fifth of my HP. But Ice Beam will knock it out in one hit because it's 4 times weak. And then Dragon Rush will completely knock out the Electros. And finally, her Braviary comes out. I'm going to just stick with my guns. I'm going to use Thunder Punch. Trying to fish for a Paralyze. Trying to knock it out with a crit maybe. It actually doesn't end up beating it. Knocks out my Dragonite, which is not too big of an issue. I sent out my Axew. And I'm like, Axew's going to finish the game for us. Let's go, boys. Unfortunately, it Brave Births me. Crits me. Knocks me out. And I'm like, oh, knock out by the recoil? Nope, it doesn't. So I'm like, well, come on, Excadrill. You could do it. Metal Claw down. Let's go, boy. Metal Claw down to Braviary for me. Not as climatic as I wanted, but Metal Claw, you know, it's a cool move. It's a metal move. But that is the end of the challenge. We beat down the Braviary. We beat down Cynthia. I hope you guys all had a fun time watching this video. It was a pretty fun video to make. If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also subscribe if you guys are not already. My name is Alpha, and I hope you guys all had a great day. I'm out. Peace.